So I've recently added one of my websites, a travel website, into Mediavine's ad network platform. The site was previously with Ezoic, and after taking ads completely off the site for a number of months, I eventually decided to add it onto my Mediavine dashboard. And in today's video, I'm going to show you what the actual website is earning in the first 14 days on Mediavine compared to when it was on Ezoic. Now, there are some caveats to this, and I'll go into that in just a moment. But first, let's get into this. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel again. If you've not seen my channel before, welcome. My name's Carl Broadbent. I'm an affiliate marketer here in the UK, and I trial everything to do with online websites, creating content, YouTube channels, and ranking blog posts to earn money online. Now, if you have been with me for a while, you'll know that I recently ran a test. I basically took Ezoic ads off of a website that I had in the travel niche. That website got up to 65,000 sessions, so well above the threshold to actually move it to Mediavine. But first of all, I did a little experiment. I actually took all the ads off of that website for a couple of months, just to see if it would improve traffic, maybe I'd get more bookings for hotels, and if it'd improve the user experience. Well, after doing that for 2 months and realizing it didn't do a lot, it basically just lost me a lot of ad revenue money, I decided to add that website to my Mediavine dashboard. So at the time applying for Mediavine, it was around the beginning of September and the website was growing and we'd reached 65,000 sessions, around 70-odd thousand page views. So perfectly poised to add it to my Mediavine dashboard. So I put the application in and I waited for Mediavine to do their process, their due diligence, and see if we can get the website running Mediavine ads. And then disaster struck. On Sunday, September the 27th, the Google Helpful Call update hit this website like a slap in the face. And I saw an initial downturn in traffic of around 40%. Now, during the next couple of weeks, the website actually started to decline slowly. Now, obviously, that started to take the website below the Mediavine threshold of 50,000 sessions per month. But luckily, the site actually got added to Mediavine dashboard before the Google Helpful Call update hit the site even harder. So the numbers I'm going to show you now are very much a small percentage of what this website was doing. At the time of adding the website to Mediavine dashboard, the traffic was growing, it was strong, but unfortunately the Google Helpful Content update has hit the site week on week on week. And in fact, it still even seems to be going down now. So the numbers I'm going to show you now for general revenue is very, very small compared to what it should be. We're actually at around 80% of what the website was doing. In fact, it may even be 90% less than what it was initially doing. So the numbers you will see in terms of revenue are not fantastic. However, the RPMs, which is the amount of money you make for every 1,000 people who sees these ads, is the most important factor. And that's usually how I determine how well a website's doing. So we have some data from Ezoic from when it was previously with them. Then we had the gap of 2 months with no ads, and now we've got Mediavine ads on. So we will be able to see what the previous RPMs was per 1,000 with Ezoic and what it is now with Mediavine. And is there a difference? Many people say there is. We're going to find out. So let's jump on the computer now and I'll show you what we're earning right now, and certainly the first 14 days, which I think is vital when you put a new site on an advert network, because it takes time for their systems to start learning your website, providing the right ads in the right spaces on your website to maximize the revenue. And after 2 weeks, it's usually settled down, and that usually gives you a baseline of what you're probably going to be earning as a general baseline throughout the year. So let's jump onto the website and let's take a look. Before we do, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. And if you like the video at the end of it, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me grow the channel. It helps the algorithm figure out who I am and my audience, and it helps the channel grow. So I really appreciate it when you do that. So let's get on the computer now. Okay, so here we are on my Mediavine dashboard for this particular one site. And as I say, please remember that the revenue you see here is very small because the site has had about a 80, maybe even 90% hit on the traffic with the Google Helpful Content update. But I do still think it can show the possibilities with getting your site on Mediavine, because we can see that through the RPMs. So if I scroll down here, you can see there October the 12th is when the site first got added to Mediavine. And we got 554 sessions on that day. Like I say, we was getting 2,500 to 3,000 per day, so the ad revenue would have been significantly more. And that is key actually to the RPM as well, because generally the bigger the sessions you're getting, the better the RPM is as well. So even though the RPM now is very good, it's actually lower than I think it would be if the sessions were higher. So you can see here the first date was added, the system starts to get used to your website, and you can see as each day goes by, it gets better and better and better as their AI software starts to actually learn and figure out your website and the audience that it needs to show the ads to and the type of ads to show to your audience. And you can see here, so day one, $4.32, and then about a week later, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, we was up to $8.38, so that's pretty much doubled in a week. And then if you look another week later, we're still on around 400, 500 sessions per day. And again, we're still on around $8, $7.33, $7.16, almost $8, $8.11. The more important thing, like I said, to me is the RPM. And you can see that on this side of the screen here. So on the first day, the actual website hit $7.81 RPM. Again, we grew then to $11 here per thousand, and again we only got 514, which again, if my maths is correct, is about $6. And as we look over here, yes, around $6. But the key thing to remember, if you're adding a website to Mediavine, you will start off in the first 14 days with quite a low RPM. Don't judge them on that, give it time to settle in. And you can see here, $7.81, a week later, we was already almost double that at $13.50. And it's just continued to rise and rise and rise. And you can see the most recent day there, almost $17 per thousand sessions. If we actually have a look and compare this, if we have a look at the last, let's say the last 3 days, and you can see here now from the last 3 days, the RPM is $23.82. Now, if we put that in comparison, the last day with Ezoic that I had this site on before I pulled Ezoic ads off, the site was making $8.54. So this is triple, maybe even more. It's just absolutely blown the RPMs away that I was getting with Ezoic. And if we have a look at the last 7 days, it's $18.23. Again, absolutely fantastic. So you can see the earnings summary at the top here. You can see here the total earnings for this month, which isn't a complete month at all. It's made $145. I think next month on a complete month, I will show you those numbers if you're interested, but I do think it'll be over $200. But like I say, if this site had not have been hit by the helpful content update, I think we would have been on $700 or $800 per month with this site. So hopefully Google shows us a bit of love. Hopefully the update is reversed or rolled back, and we'll see the traffic shoot back to its former past, which was around 65,000 sessions. The process with Mediavine was absolutely superb, super quick. It literally entailed me filling in one form. They sent me 2 or 3 emails. They did all the placements for the ads, and it was set up in a matter of days. Absolutely blown away by the service, and the results with the RPM so far are fantastic to see. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.